Unsettling footage that will leave you speechless. Mysterious lights, unexplained movements, and creepy sightings that defy explanation.
That's wild.
The unknown is real, and it's captured on camera. Prepare to witness the unexplainable, the bizarre, and the utterly inexplicable. Back in 2022, something straight out of a sci-fi movie showed up in Germany's skies. A massive, stretched-out craft was caught on camera hovering near a smaller, triangular object. Then out of nowhere, a misty, white portal opened up mid-air. It was like something from another world. The triangular craft shifted, almost like it sprouted wings, before sliding right into the portal. Seconds later, the larger craft followed, vanishing just before the portal shut. I've seen some weird things in my time, but this takes the cake. Mysterious portal. During a flight from Berlin, something bizarre happened. A strange black ring appeared right in the plane's path. Unlike smoke that drifts away, this ring stayed put, shifting just a little. As the plane got closer, the ring suddenly expanded, wide enough for the entire aircraft to glide through. And just like that, it vanished. Locals are buzzing, saying it looked like a space-time vortex where gravity bends reality itself. It was as if the ring reacted to the plane, almost like it was waiting for it to pass through. What could this mean? Mystical portal. On January 19th, 2025, the sky over Indonesia lit up with a glowing purple portal that looked like something from a sci-fi movie. It swirled with smoke and shimmered brightly, leaving witnesses in awe and disbelief. Many grabbed their cameras, their voices trembling with excitement. Was this some kind of atmospheric phenomenon, or was it something way more advanced? Whatever it was, it didn't just vanish quietly. Drilling light. Over Arizona, a brilliant beam of light spun through the sky, shining bright blue and white rays. It looked like it was drilling into the air, opening a glowing hole that danced like a burning flame. Then in an instant, both the beam and the hole vanished. Moments later, the weather went wild, as if the entire city felt the impact of something unnatural. Much like the Norway Spiral, this strange light formation hinted at forces far beyond what science can easily explain. Swirling gap. A man looked up and saw something unbelievable. A dark, swirling gap tearing open in the sky, releasing a smoky beam that shot straight through the air. Then things took an even stranger turn. The beam itself created another hole, forming a direct path between the two. Just like the infamous Norway Spiral, this mysterious sight left viewers speechless. Glowing symbol. A quiet morning took a strange turn when a farmer found a glowing plus-shaped symbol in his field. But this wasn't just any mark. The center pulsated with an eerie, liquid-like energy, shifting as if forming something unseen. The remote location only added to the mystery, with netizens convinced it wasn't random. Similar symbols have popped up in isolated areas, sparking theories that unknown forces are choosing these hidden spots for reasons we can't yet explain. Parking lot UFO.
Unchecked, this could decide the outcome.
One night, a guy in a parking lot looked up and froze as a huge disc-shaped ship hovered above, buzzing with energy. Its engine spun up, creating a bright, swirling glow, while hot particles shot out, lighting up the sky. Then just as suddenly as it appeared, it vanished into the night. Sky doorway. One night in 2019, Bangalore's sky lit up with an intense, blinding glow, but what happened next left people stunned. Right in the middle of this strange light, a dark, perfectly shaped shadow formed, almost like a massive doorway floating in the sky. It wasn't a normal cloud shadow, it was sharp, clear, and way too precise to be random. The glow itself was so powerful it overpowered the city lights, making the whole scene feel completely unreal.
This looks like a portal, this looks like a door.
Yeah.
Radiant experiment. Strange stories of man-made portals have circulated before, but this one felt different. A man casually placed a glowing lamp on his bed while tinkering on his laptop when suddenly a radiant hole opened above the lamp. Through it, a shimmering green land appeared, glowing with an unearthly light. Just as the mystery deepened, the video abruptly cut off. People began comparing it to the infamous Montauk Project, where secret experiments with time and portals were rumored for decades. Sun sonic boom.
So I thought it'd be kind to ask.
In 2022, an Australian man captured something truly unreal. The sun burned intensely before suddenly erupting with a massive sonic boom. In an instant, the entire sky turned blinding white. Then, as the light faded, the sun disappeared, replaced by a swirling intergalactic portal or black hole glowing with a luminous halo. Locals believe this was a space-time shift, exposing an interdimensional rift.
What do you think? Should I alert the local authorities?
Midnight Sky Party. A man heard strange noises outside his home, so he stepped out to investigate. What he saw was unreal, a glowing UFO hovering above the clouds, flashing bright lights in every direction, almost like a party in the sky. The lights pulsed in a steady rhythm, as if the craft was sending a signal, or maybe just showing off. No one knows for certain. The man recorded as much as he could before the UFO vanished, leaving behind an eerie silence that stayed in the air. Lightning portal. Texas is no stranger to UFO sightings, but this one is on another level. In 2011, a young boy recorded a metallic disc hovering over his yard, glowing from underneath. Suddenly, lightning cracked above it, and a bright white portal formed in the clouds. The craft slowly ascended, vanishing into the glowing rift as the sky lit up. The portal flickered, almost alive, before closing. Some people believe these lightning portals are energy fields, and this footage might be proof that they can open on command. It's a pretty wild theory, but it's definitely possible. Debris trail. A group of friends was having a normal night when one of them suddenly pointed up, eyes wide. An explosion erupted in the sky, sending debris falling. But here's the crazy part. The falling pieces left behind a glowing, colorful trail, almost like a rainbow. It was beautiful but completely unreal. They all just stood there, speechless, watching the sky like they had just stepped into a sci-fi movie. What did they just witness?
That's wild.
Glitch in skies. In 2023, a strange portal-like formation appeared in the sky over China, grabbing everyone's attention. Unlike the usual perfect circles, this one had a straight line cutting across the bottom, almost like it was glitching. Its outer edges looked like clouds, but inside, the sky didn't match the one around it. Witnesses think a space-time disturbance might have caused it, stopping it from fully forming. Demonic Watcher. In Turkey, a woman was filming a storm when she suddenly froze in shock. Right in the middle of those dark, swirling clouds, she saw a face. And not just any face, it looked like something straight out of a nightmare. It had a creepy, almost demonic vibe, and the lightning flashing around it made it even spookier. Thankfully, she managed to capture it all on camera. If she had just told people what she saw, no one would have believed her. Mysterious void. One night in Mexico, a man filmed something eerie above a busy road, a dark hole floating silently in the sky. Its faint, smoky outline barely stood out against the night backdrop, but it was definitely there, unmoving. It looked like a black hole, yet nothing was being pulled in. Instead, it just hovered there, almost as if it was watching. Some people called it a doorway, a passage waiting for the right moment to open. Others claimed it was just a rare cloud formation, but no one could say for sure what it really was. Ring of Doom. In Thailand, locals were left in shock when a massive fiery ring lit up the sky. They dubbed it the Ring of Fire. As it was captured from multiple angles, the most striking footage showed the ring growing inside a gap filled with clouds before bursting outward in a spectacular display. The bright edges glowed intensely with flashes of light shooting from its center. Many netizens speculated that a colossal craft or mothership caused the event, briefly tearing the sky open before sealing it shut in seconds. Otherworldly rings. In 2023, a hiker captured something strange over the Pico de Orizaba mountain range. Portal-like rings floating in the sky. A bright white border outlined the circle, while a smoky wave stretched downward. Inside the ring, the sky's color seemed to shift, creating an almost magical effect. The ring's perfect symmetry and solid edges set it apart from regular weather patterns. This definitely wasn't just random. Smoky ring. One evening in China, a gigantic smoky ring appeared in the sky, grabbing everyone's attention. People whipped out their phones and started filming, and soon the footage spread all over social media. Experts dismissed it as just a weird cloud, but not everyone was convinced. Some believed it was a portal, while others thought something significant was being kept under wraps. Even with the official explanation, plenty of folks stuck to their belief that they had just witnessed something beyond the ordinary. Mexican surprise.
Well, the sun is rising.
On March 17th, 2023, Laredo, Mexico woke up to a sunrise that looked like it was plucked from another world. The sky erupted in fiery reds and deep oranges, swirling through stormy clouds as strong winds added to the dramatic scene. Locals couldn't shake the feeling that something unusual was happening. Was it a rare weather phenomenon or something more mysterious? Either way, it transformed an ordinary morning into an unforgettable spectacle, leaving everyone in awe of nature's raw power.
Very stormy sky.
Disappearing act.
Gone through plenty of times. This is no big deal.
He was walking toward a glowing, floating portal, and in the next second, he's gone. The footage, with no clear origin, shows the Stargate hovering mid-air as kids watch in shock. Inside the portal, a whole other world, eerily similar to Earth, but with two suns shining brightly above. If this isn't some elaborate trick, it could mean that alternate dimensions or parallel universes are real, with no scientific explanation. This mind-bending event remains one of the most baffling sightings ever caught on camera.
There are two suns right off there. One, and there's a lesser sun like right there.
Monterey UFO show. Monterey's night sky transformed into a sci-fi scene when multiple bright blue UFOs shot upward, leaving glowing trails behind them. Witnesses stood frozen, struggling to process what had just happened. Seriously, what was that? The lights moved too fast and too precisely, as if they were on a mission. Some people suggested they were advanced drones, but no drone moves like that. Maybe it was interdimensional travelers making their exit, or just a cosmic light show we weren't invited to. Either way, Monterey just scored a story for the ages. Silent descent. A blazing blue light streaked down from the sky, diving straight into the sea without so much as a splash. Witnesses stood frozen as the glow pulsed for a moment before vanishing beneath the waves. No explosion, no trace, just gone. The footage may look shaky, like it was filmed on a roller coaster, but at least it captured the moment. Netizens claim it was advanced technology, while others believe something otherworldly just slipped into the ocean. Miami Mall mystery. A typical day at Miami's Bayside Marketplace turned into a wild and unforgettable experience. A blinding light suddenly flashed just above the tiled floor, leaving shoppers in a state of shock. The glow expanded into a spinning, pulsing vortex, its edges rippling like waves of energy. Within seconds, it collapsed, disappearing without a trace. Witnesses were left shaken, some convinced they had just seen something not of this world. Circles of mystery. The skies over Russia turned into a bizarre show when two giant smoky circles appeared, perfectly intertwined. Some folks wondered if one was an entrance and the other an exit, but then things became even stranger. A smaller circle formed inside one of them, almost like a piece of a bigger puzzle. For those watching, it felt like they were witnessing an otherworldly machine in action, something far beyond our comprehension. Plasma portal. A stunning display lit up the night sky, stopping witnesses in their tracks. A glowing orb pulsed with shifting colors, twisting and reshaping like a living kaleidoscope. Those who studied the footage labeled it a rare plasma portal, an advanced energy phenomenon unlike anything seen before. The implications are mind-boggling. South Portal. A security camera in South Carolina captured a moment that felt straight out of a sci-fi thriller. A man walked into his house and shut the door, completely unaware that behind him, a smoky-edged portal had begun to form. Instead of a dark void, this one glowed with an intense purple light, revealing something bright inside. Even stranger, the portal seemed to react to his presence, almost as if it had been triggered by him. The rare purple hue is often linked to high-energy phenomena, making this footage all the more intriguing. Miami disappearance. In 2009, a strange glowing portal appeared just above the ground in a Miami parking lot. A couple in a car spotted it, and the man stepped closer, only to completely disappear as he walked inside. The portal emitted an eerie blue glow, a color often linked to high-energy forces. Moments later, it shut instantly, leaving no trace behind. The woman, surprised and panicked, ran to get help. She was sure it was advanced technology, while others believed it was a temporary doorway open just long enough for one person to step through. Rooftop revelation. These group of friends were on a rooftop and thought they were simply watching a storm roll in until they spotted something strange. Dark clouds churned, lightning flashed, and right in the middle of the chaos, a perfect black circle appeared, featuring a glowing cross at its center. Not your typical thunderstorm sight. Whether this was an unexplained weather anomaly or something far stranger, one thing's for sure, if the sky starts looking like a cryptic message, it's probably best to head indoors. Rare sighting. Passengers on a routine flight spotted something that left them stunned. A perfectly shaped glowing ring floating above the clouds. Its bright blue and white edges flickered like an energy field, standing out against the sky. People scrambled for their phones, trying to capture the bizarre sight. Some online users called it a rare weather phenomenon, while others were convinced it was something more, maybe even a portal. Norway's mystery. In December 2009, Norway's night sky put on a show that was unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. A massive swirling hole appeared out of nowhere, looking like it ripped straight through the atmosphere. It was like a portal to another dimension or something. The eerie sight quickly hit news stations worldwide, leaving people wondering what just happened. While officials tried to brush it off as a failed rocket test, UFO enthusiasts weren't convinced. With Norway's long history of strange aerial events, many believed this was something bigger. Maybe even a portal opening up above. Redwood encounter. A hiker's trip through Redwood National Park took an unexpected turn when he caught something bizarre on camera. A dense, smoky figure was hovering among the trees, and then, out of nowhere, a small object shot forward in a straight line, almost like a drone on a mission. But this wasn't just mist. It looked like a concentrated energy field, something unnatural. Similar sightings link these smoky forms to possible portals, leading many to believe this could be a gateway between worlds. She's gone. It was just another peaceful evening by the pool for a couple until everything changed. The lights flickered and then cut out completely. Out of nowhere, the man's wife disappeared. 1 second, she was sitting right beside him. The next, gone without a trace. He searched everywhere, around the pool, inside the house, calling her name, but there was nothing. Desperate for answers, he checked the security footage. What it showed was just the eerie light in the sky, and then, nothing. She was simply gone. Two-legged mystery. Have you ever heard of a two-legged monster? Late one night on an empty street, something strange unfolded. A figure was walking down the road, but it had no upper body, just legs. The legs moved naturally as if an invisible person was walking. Those who saw it were left speechless, unable to explain what it was. Some called it a paranormal entity, a bizarre creature beyond our understanding. Whatever it was, it definitely sent chills down my spine. Entering and vanishing. A security camera in an empty room of a house being renovated caught something that will give you chills. The footage shows a figure at the window, but instead of opening it, the figure just passes right through the glass, like it wasn't even there. The creature wasn't tall, but thin, and it moved slowly because it was an intruder, and that's when it moved like a flash and disappeared, almost knocking over the ladder. The footage is creepy, and it's left a lot of people wondering what this thing was and what it wanted. Jacking shadow. On a street in India, a shadow slipped out from behind a parked car. It looked like an ordinary person, but as it stepped into the light, it was clear that something was off. Its body shape was just wrong, almost human, but off in a way that made your brain do a double take. It moved slowly, scanning its surroundings like it was looking for something. Maybe it was a lost tourist, or maybe it was something more sinister. Reptilian caught. Selena Gomez stepped onto the red carpet, looking fabulous as always. But then she made a misstep and twisted her foot, nearly taking a tumble. At first, it seemed like just an awkward moment. But when fans checked the footage, things got strange. As she tried to get back up, her foot looked incredibly flexible, almost unnatural. It didn't move like a normal foot does. That's when the internet exploded with theories. Was it just a camera trick, or did we accidentally catch something truly odd on tape? Elevator to hell. This is exactly why I always choose the stairs. A woman stepped into an elevator that already felt off. The doors closed, but instead of stopping, the elevator just kept going. Then there was this eerie sound coming from below, a deep, unsettling noise. When it finally stopped, the woman looked completely dazed, like she was in a trance. And then she made a choice that sent chills down my spine. She stepped out. Let's just say, wherever that elevator took her, she might not be coming back. Jellyfish portals. In 2012, tourists near Angkor Wat in Cambodia witnessed something bizarre, a jellyfish-like portal floating gracefully in the sky. At first, it seemed like an unusual cloud, but then a dark object slipped out of it. Could it be a UFO? Maybe even a hidden mothership using the clouds for cover? The craft glided smoothly before vanishing back into the mist, almost like it had always been there. This strange moment caught on camera is definitely a travel story that will stick with you forever. Transparent anomaly. In 2022, a security camera in Berlin captured an unexplainable object moving so quickly it was nearly impossible to see it in detail. What made it even stranger was the trail it left behind, resembling a spider spinning a silvery web in the air. Some believed it was a new type of drone, while others suggested something much more mysterious. Despite countless people analyzing the video, the true identity of the flying object remains a mystery. Mystery, Michigan. Late one night in Michigan, a strange orange light appeared in the sky over a quiet neighborhood. At first, it looked like a glowing orb, but then it slowly transformed into a long, bright shape, glowing yellow-orange from within. It just hovered above a house, completely still. People watching had no words. Was it something natural or something unknown? Some believed it was a portal to another world, while others thought it might be a rare weather phenomenon. Moon Gateway. Not all portals are on Earth, some might exist deep in space. This idea gained traction when an astronaut captured something incredible, a double-disc UFO slipping into a dark opening on the moon's surface. The hole swallowed the craft completely, then sealed shut as if it had never been there at all. This hidden gateway adds to the long-standing mystery of secret alien bases on the moon, offering another eerie clue that we might not be alone out there. UFO Trail. This bizarre sight was captured over Poland and had people staring at the sky, a black, dish-shaped craft hovering in midair with a dark, smoky figure trailing right behind it. The smoke wasn't fully visible, almost like a glitch in reality. I think the UFO was malfunctioning, while others believe the smoke was part of an advanced propulsion system. Given how these eerie trails are often linked to strange energy fields, this sighting had everyone wondering if they just witnessed a rift in space and time. Japan Sky Mystery. Earlier this year, Japan was hit by a powerful earthquake, but the shaking ground wasn't the only surprise. A massive flash of light streaked across the sky during the quake, leaving people stunned. The next morning, a perfectly circular cloud appeared in the clear blue sky, almost like the sky had been stamped with a mysterious mark. Was it just a natural weather effect or something linked to the earthquake? Whatever the case, it left everyone baffled. Mystery Floater. Glowing orbs are always intriguing, and this one was no different. A home security camera recently caught a small glowing orb floating in the air. It hovered for a moment before gliding smoothly through a fence. It didn't slow down or bounce off, just passed straight through like it was made of pure energy. The light from the orb was soft but steady, casting a gentle glow against the dark night. What's even more mysterious is how quiet it was. No sounds, no sudden movements. It was as if the orb was just floating there, observing its surroundings. Spybird. Birds are pretty normal, right? They fly around, chirp, and go about their day. But what if one of them had a flashing light? People spotted a bird in the sky, and at first it looked like any ordinary crow. But as it moved, something strange happened. A small light kept blinking from its body. Nobody knew what was going on. They guessed it was a tracking tag, while others thought it might be a camera, or even a Chinese robot bird.
Are they using birds to monitor us?
Teleporting mystery. A street interview took a bizarre turn when a man suddenly appeared out of thin air. No portal, no distortion, just instant arrival. What made it even weirder? He acted completely unfazed, as if teleportation was just another day for him. Unlike other so-called teleportation clips that show glitches or environmental shifts, this one was eerily smooth and silent. It's a clip that has sparked a lot of debate and speculation. Was this a prank or something more extraordinary? I personally believe this could be leaked proof of secret experiments, maybe even tied to the mysteries of Area 51. Volcanic doorway. While exploring near an active volcano at night, this hiker caught something bizarre on camera. It was a glowing doorway that appeared for a split second before vanishing. After posting it online, the clip took off, fueling theories about hidden alien bases beneath volcanoes. Unexplained Griever. Cemeteries have always had a spooky vibe, haven't they? Over 10 years ago, a man filmed a quiet cemetery, not thinking much of it at the time. Recently, while rewatching the footage, he spotted something strange, a tall humanoid figure standing in the background. As the camera moved, something suddenly rushed past the screen. It was fast, almost too fast to comprehend. Some believe it could have been a gray alien. After all, aliens and cemeteries don't usually go together. Or do they? Either way, that's one video you definitely wouldn't want to watch alone in the dark. Night walkers. Ever wonder what your doorbell camera might catch in the middle of the night? Well, in Dallas, Texas, one Ring camera recorded something downright unsettling. The grainy footage showed two figures gliding across a driveway, and let me tell you, these weren't your typical people or animals. Their bodies looked odd, with strange proportions, and they moved in a way that didn't seem natural at all. It was as if they were gliding smoothly, almost like they weren't walking. These mysterious beings passed by the camera completely unaware they were being watched. Erie Mall event. Late at night, when the mall was nearly empty, a security camera captured something truly eerie. A tall figure appeared on the screen, but it didn't resemble a normal person. Its body shape was bizarre, with long limbs and huge black eyes. Even the way it moved seemed unnatural, slow, and almost too smooth for comfort. The security team couldn't believe their eyes. They thought it might be a prank, but no. This footage was crystal clear. Fiery glimpse. Late at night, a passenger filmed the city lights below when something truly unreal caught his eye. Clouds ablaze, but these flames didn't spread. They just hovered in midair, frozen in place, as if caught between two realities. At first, the passenger thought it was a glitch, a brief moment where two dimensions overlapped, giving him a sneak peek into another world. Then just as quickly as it appeared, the fiery glow vanished. You can bet that the passenger spent the rest of the flight staring at his phone, wondering if he really saw it, or if reality had just glitched out on him. Open discussion. A security camera in Russia captured something absolutely wild. A woman was simply standing by the road when a glowing portal suddenly popped open right in front of her. Before anyone could react, she stepped in and vanished. No trace, nothing. But here's the creepier part. Just before it happened, she moved her hands, almost as if she knew it was coming. People online can't seem to agree. Was she pulled in, or did she choose to go? Either way, that footage is truly unreal. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. And thank you for watching.